Would you like to start painting but worry that you don't have the vision or the talent or whatever it is that artists are supposed to have? Well, I want to show you that you actually only need 4 things to create great art. And those 4 things might not be what you think. The first thing you need is creative drive. Creative drive is the difference between fancying doing something and actually doing it. People who have creative drive are not just inspired to paint. Inspiration is not enough. Like, I'm inspired by a beautiful coastal landscape, but that's not the thing that makes me paint. It's creative drive. It's something in you where you just need to do it. You know, like when people say, oh, I'd like to write a novel, but I haven't got the time, or I'm too busy, or I'll do it when, whatever. People with creative drive don't think like that. There's something in them that has to come out. Whether they're writing a novel, whether you're writing a song, painting a picture, you're not thinking, oh, if only. You're not thinking, I'm going to write that book or paint that painting and I'm going to sell it. You're not thinking like that. It's just something has to come out. So creative drive is the most important thing. If you don't have it, you're never going to make anything. Confidence is vital. You can have all the creative drive in the world, but if you don't have the confidence to believe you can create something beautiful, then you're just going to end up with a series of unfinished paintings that you'll turn around so you don't look at them because they make you cringe. Confidence is about knowing that you can create something beautiful that people will want to look at. You visualize something, a painting that you're going to paint, and then you can't get it right and you don't know why, and you come back to it day after day and it just seems to be getting worse. Now, if you don't have the confidence to believe that you're going to create something beautiful, then you will just trash it and you'll start to feel like embarrassed, you know, like I'm not a real artist. Or abstract painting is simple, but it's not easy. To create something beautiful takes a lot of time, and you could be doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks, layering the paint and never ever feeling like you're getting anywhere. If you have confidence, you'll keep going until you get there. If you don't, you'll chuck your work in the bin, and then you're never going to create anything beautiful. Now, unlike creative drive, I think confidence is something that you can learn. You can tell yourself that you're fantastic and you're going to get there. Colour. Oh my God, colour is the most important thing to me. I have to be surrounded by pure, fresh colours all the time, otherwise I get depressed. So if you don't like colour, switch off now. I really believe that colour has the power to change how we feel. I mean, not everybody. My husband likes black and grey. He can live in a black hole and doesn't really care about his surroundings at all. And my kids wear black and grey hoodies and trainers and never wear any colour. But for me, everything, all the colours around me affect how I feel. Colour is like food to me. So long as I'm surrounded by beautiful, pure, fresh colours, then I'm getting my 5 a day. You know, like I want to eat them and I need to eat colour to stay alive. And all my paintings are about colour. Having a sense of colour is really, really important. You got to feel it like in your gut, because that's what's going to make you create beautiful art. People buy my paintings because they can feel the warmth of the cliffs. They can feel the freshness of the ocean. It makes them feel uplifted and energized. And that's what I'm always trying to create. It doesn't matter whether it's completely abstract or whether it's a beach scene, it's that feeling of being relaxed and energized all at the same time. That's what I'm always trying to convey. And I do that mostly with color, texture, and composition, but color is the most important thing. So when you're painting, think about the combinations of colors and how they make you feel. And remember that getting beautiful colors on canvas can be quite difficult. So take the time to mix your own colors, because you might see a pot of paint that says fresh waterfall, and when you put it on the canvas, it's more like dirty dishwater. Colors are never what they seem, so mix your own. The last thing you need is composition. Composition is about creating art that's beautifully balanced and harmonious. You know, in a coastal landscape, all the elements, the ocean, the cliffs, the sky, they're all working in harmony. They all complement each other. They're all different, but they balance each other out. And for me, beautiful abstract art has to have a balanced and harmonious composition. So when you're painting, always look at whether your picture is balanced, whether there are jarring edges, whether you've got a sense of movement in your picture. So you need creative drive, you have to have confidence, you have to always think about your colours and your composition. But let's talk for a moment about why you're creating art in the first place and what art can do for you. See, I think anyone can be an artist. If you have the four things I've been talking about, you can create fantastic art. But what you're going to gain from that art is more than you can ever imagine. Like, when you finish, you're going to have a physical thing that you didn't have before. You're going to have something to proudly hang on your wall, and every time you walk into the room, it's going to make you feel good. Now that's an amazing thing in this day and age, doing stuff with your hands. I hope I've got you inspired to paint. And if you need some more inspiration, head over to my website, because I've got so much art there that might give you some ideas for colours and composition. And if you're not quite ready to start painting on canvas, but you would like to paint maybe a wall in your house or change your decor, have a look at my interiors features that I write for a magazine here in Portugal. They're full of tips and ideas for breathing life into your living space. You know, like we're all consuming all the time, so much information, so much social media. Everybody's on their phones, everyone's looking for entertainment and distraction. When you're creating art, it takes you to a different place, to create rather than to consume, changes you. Like, your daily life can be really stressful. You might feel like you're not in control of things. You might feel depressed. You might have suffered a loss, a bereavement. When you're painting, focusing on what you're doing orders all the other chaos in your life. Because for those moments or those hours that you're thinking only of the colour and the brush strokes and the composition, you're not thinking of all the other nightmare stuff that's going on in your life. So for me, painting does two things. It gives you something physical and it's therapeutic. You know, it really is. Please, please try it. Art is so good for the soul. It is. It feeds your soul. And when you're painting, you're not thinking about anything else. Right, have you got it? Creative drive, confidence, think about colour, think about composition. When you've got all of those 4 things, you are ready to create something beautiful. And when you do, please let me know, send me a message. I'd love to know what you make.